Good morning,
Morning, Janet.
or good afternoon, or good evening
It's true.
to everybody
It could be
around
that
the world,
you're
right?
right on that.
We are
Yes.
already claiming that.
Now I so like how you started actually, because we are going to talk about respecting others' perspectives. So for you at this moment it's morning time,
Right.
while for me it's evening time.
Somewhere in the world, it is morning time.
It-
So,
you're so right. We're gonna be talking about perspectives today. Respecting others' perspectives. We so love those hearts.
and
Thank you so
she
much.
always just goes ahead of herself. Let's first introduce ourselves. I
Yes.
am Janet Altagracia.
And I am Maya Dari del
And
Sol.
welcome to either if you are in YouTube, somebody's coming to visit
Maybe they
live
want to
or
join the live.
Instagram. The beauty of social media. So thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Yes, yes. So thank you for being so present. Thank you for all those hearts that we
Yes,
just
we
saw.
love them,
Yes,
love
thank you,
them.
Vanessa or Jenny. We don't know who it was, but we so appreciate that. Thank
So
you.
grateful to each and every one of you.
Yes, definitely. So
We
we
have a
have a new,
juicy
yes,
topic.
we have a juicy topic, and it is about respecting others' perspectives.
What?
Because
What
yes,
do you mean by that respecting?
the word respect, that we tend to say it, but
Don't mean it.
when it goes to practice, we tend to forget it.
We forget.
We
We
tend
sure
to
do.
forget it, yes. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Since our topic is about inclusion, we need to talk about this topic because remember that we are following the information from this book,
Alchemy for the
Alchemy
soul.
for the Soul: 7 Steps to Transcend Your Ancestral Path.
So whoever doesn't have the book, buy the book. Buy the book.
No, I haven't forgot about you, Vanessa.
Never, never, never.
No, of course not. I remembered you. Well, and also, by the way, since yes, I hope to see you soon again. And by the way, we are, if you are interested, we also do these lives in Spanish on
Absolutely.
Thursdays at 7. So also welcome to join us. And I'm just sending you love and hugs. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And remember, buy the book, okay?
And by the book,
Recommend it to all your friends and family.
yes, please. Vanessa is also a writer, and she's saying that we will see again, of course. Yes, another
Absolutely.
water of light. Thank you so much for being there. Christine is also in YouTube. Hi, Christine. We are so happy to see you here again. She's saying hi, Maya and Janet from Christina.
Hello.
Hello,
Thank you for
hello.
coming.
Yes, thank you for joining us in our night. The night, we have it in Spanish, we call it, we have a date with our soul.
Oh,
Actually, we should
beautiful.
call it a date with your
I
soul.
like that.
Do you
I
like
really
that?
do. I like that. Our day with
Hmm.
our soul.
So maybe we should change the name and make people more curious of what a
Right?
date with your soul would be.
What does that mean? I know it will
Yeah.
grab my curiosity.
Yes, because when we have a date, we are all happy
Yes.
about to be there. So
And
why
we
not?
start getting to know one another because when we do dates, we
Yes.
kind of get to know the other person.
And at this moment, what we are trying to get is
Is
to
to
know
know
ourselves.
ourselves.
Yes,
The best
beautiful.
date ever.
The best state of your life is
Yep,
with yourself.
absolutely.
I so love it,
Yeah.
Janet. Then we're gonna change the name of this show. It's gonna be called Dating with Your Soul.
You were the first one to hear it.
Yes, so there you go.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you're already officially part of it. All right, so again, we were talking about why we are going to talk about respecting others, people's realities, because we are on the first step of this book, which is about inclusion. When we don't, when we reject others' perspectives about life or about even ourselves, because maybe they don't like us, then we are excluding, and that is a different perspective to see, because we tend to see from what I would like and I want to control what others, maybe I want you to like me. But what if I don't like you? And I have to learn how to respect what you think of me, even though I don't like it.
We want people to be according to our standards.
Yes, yes. So
So,
that word respect is a word that invites us to work.
it's interesting because I was reading something, heard something, I don't know, but it was talking about respect, and it was saying that in any relationship, that has to be key and essential. And we forget that. I know I did in my relationships.
Mhm.
And as I work through the different relationship in my life and the challenges, I thought of that word and I go, that was missing.
We have the tendency to judge
Mm-hmm.
everything based on our experience, based on our fears, based on our limitations. And we want others to see our reality the way we see it, but know how the others actually are living it or experiencing it. So when we have the tendency of expecting the other one to see my reality as I see it, then we get into this struggling,
Yeah.
and it creates conflict.
Mm-hmm.
I had this case. I'm gonna start with this story.
Okay.
One time, I had a friend, and we were driving together, and I picked her up because she was upset. So I invited her for, I believe it was some a smoothie or an ice cream. I don't know what she wanted. And I was like,
Or
okay,
tea. You
or
love tea.
no, it was something sweet. She
Okay.
wanted something sweet.
You needed something sweet.
Yes.
Good.
So this who actually I gave her the sweet part of the story that she couldn't see. It was that she was complaining because she was going to this group. It was a group where they were learning how to dance. And some people, she was telling me that some people was talking about her, things that they didn't know about her. And she was upset because she wanted them to see that that wasn't truth. And so I was like, well, that's a difficult task. Because if they decided to believe that of you, how can you change that? So you're wasting your time and your energy, and you're putting emotions on it and thoughts on it when they don't care. They just think about you in that way. So why don't you just embrace that and say, I respect the way you want to see me. You have the right to see me the way you want to see me.
Yeah, that's very powerful. Could be a little challenging, but it's extremely powerful.
Yes. And so that was pretty much the sweetness part of that afternoon, because then she felt more relief.
And liberated. I would say
Yes.
that is
Yes.
liberating.
Yes. And she was like, you're right.
Okay.
They can think about me whatever they want. As much as you know your truth,
That's all that matters.
that's all that matters.
And let's
As-
remember that because we
Yes.
forget.
Yes.
As long as we know who we are and we know our truth, doesn't matter what other people think.
Of course. And then if otherwise we will be afraid, and we will be always working on wanting to look good in front of others, and then we won't be able to be ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of work, and we're not going to be able to accomplish that.
And we have enough work to do. We don't need to add
Yes,
any more.
we have so much that we don't need to add more to the plate.
Yeah.
Yes, let's work with what we have. So let's talk a little bit about respecting others' realities. Each of us grew in a different environment, socially, with the family, socially, culturally. Um, you learned a lot of conditioning, and so your family grew with these customs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of those things that you learned that are ingrained. And so you see life pretty much through the lens of your parents or the people who took care of you.
Mm-hmm.
You might say, oh, no, 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 I decide what to believe about life. But in reality, in reality, we learn this from such a young age that it's hard for us to remember that we didn't get to choose. We didn't get to choose. Because when we wanted to do it differently, then no, 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 no will come. So you at the end you ended up doing it as they wanted.
You did it the same.
You did it the same. So we are carrying all of this not only from our parents or our caregivers, because we are also carrying things from our caregivers. And so we grew up with all of this information about life. What is appropriate, what is not appropriate, what is good, what is bad, what is black, what is white, right? And when we are growing up, we get lost thinking that that's the reality, that our parents is the true reality, that our family is the one that holds the truth. The other ones are different, are weird. I don't understand them. They are strange. They are not appropriate. They are so all the judgments start to apply here. And when we become adults, we have a lot of those so ingrained that we cannot be aware of which ones we are really choosing or which ones we are really carrying.
I like to say, was chosen for us, and we don't even realize it.
Yes, yes, yes. And we tend to judge just as our parents did or our family system did. If for the system, team B is wrong, then we are team A and team B is wrong, then you grow up thinking that, then team B is wrong. And when you find someone else outside of the circle that is kind of like team B, they are wrong too. And you build this, when you do this, it's like you build this fortress where you won't be able to live. You'll be trapped in it because you won't be able to see beyond that fortress. And so your life will be limited.
You know, you could be they could be trapped in their pain and suffering, don't even understand why.
Exactly. And that's what is happening to us. We are in that space where we haven't been able to self observe our beliefs and where we are about those beliefs. Where did I learn that? And why am I thinking that if you practice that is wrong? Or if you eat that is wrong? Or if you choose that is wrong? See, maybe you haven't given yourself the chance to analyze
Right.
why you are saying that. And when we get to amplify our perception of seeing life outside of the fortress, right? Then we can accept that each person and each culture and each anything that is out there has a different experience. So it's not about what we think they are, but it's about their experiences and what they chose to experience. And by the way, nothing of what they do is wrong, even though it seems it could be wrong for my eyes, even though society might think it's wrong. But if I get to overcome that limitation, then I will be able to transcend what is right and what is wrong.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
And it's such a deep way of looking at it, because it's you look at your life and I started saying to myself, there's no mistakes, no matter what's going on, because nothing is wrong. Everything is serving you for your best and highest good.
Yes, yes.
No matter what's happening.
And no matter what you do.
No
Remember that we are talking about inclusion in these programs. So if I see that the other one, let's say, lies or does something that hurts others, but this person might not be able to see that, what that person is doing to others. So respect is when you get to see that maybe that is hurting others, but this person is not acknowledging that. So I'm respecting where you are because that's all you get to see at this moment.
Wow, that was even deeper. Exactly. Oh my God, I just have to reiterate it. Respecting where you are because that's where your lenses are at
Yes,
this moment.
you cannot see
You
more.
can't see further, yeah. And not that it's wrong, it's just where you are. And that's good
Exactly.
and that's okay.
And that's perfectly, it's not even good or not. It is.
Right. I like that.
That's it. It is where you are at that moment. And when you get to see, let's say, because you might be thinking, but that's very abstract. Let's put it as an example so you can understand it better. Let's say that you have a partner, and let's say that your partner wants to, um, let's say, make a business that you feel that is not going to work because maybe in your perspective, you know more than him and you think that the steps he's going to take are going to take, the conclusion of it could be wrong or bad for the business. And so, but that person, maybe your husband or your boyfriend, whoever it is, wants to keep going and experiencing that. And then maybe you come and say, you shouldn't do that's going to, then you are interfering in the other person's experience. And I know it's not easy to process this maybe because you would say, but I don't want this person to lose money or to this or that or that. But if this person already make up his mind on doing it that way, then allow it. And so that's going to save you a lot of energy and conflicts and struggling because then you want, but don't do it. And the person wants to do it, allow it to do it. Let him have the experience. It could be that at the end he will lose or maybe he will win, but we don't have the right to interfere in the other person's experience because that is disrespectful. Then we are not following what respect is.
And we really see that, especially in parenthood,
Yes.
as with adult kids, because I know when they're young, they we have guidance because they're young. But I say for me, I have 4 adult kids, and sometimes I see and I look, and God help me, I want to interfere.
Yes.
God help me, I want to tell them.
Yes.
One, because I say I just know I'm older, but it is Maya a challenge to sit there and just watch and let them experience what they need to learn.
Yes. And I say it too because I have a teenager and he knows it all at this moment.
Yeah, we don't
This-
know, we know nothing.
This is the age where they know it all.
We know nothing.
And so I decided to step aside and allow him to experience and see what happens. And maybe sometimes he comes back and says, maybe it would have been better if I do it this way. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad you got to see it. See? And if he, but I don't, if he, for example, if something doesn't go the way he expected, then I usually ask him, so what did you learn from it? Because instead of like saying, see, I told you not to do that, this and that and that, they don't need that. They need that when you are respecting the other's destiny, then you're really saying, so what did you learn from it? And just teach me because I want to learn what you learned from it. Maybe it will help me also, maybe when I get to be in the same situation. So you are honoring the other as equals.
And that's when you're giving each other respect.
And that's when you're giving each other respect. We parents, we tend to think that because we are older or because we are the parents, we have the right to choose for our children, for example, or for others, even for others. For if I'm the older of all siblings, I have oh, because I'm the oldest, then I have the right to choose for the others. Mm-mm, that's not respect. We are equals. We are equals in that sense. See? So respect is a word that is easy to say, but it takes some work to do to really practice it in a way that it really creates conscious dynamics.
Mhm. You have to be very mindful.
Yes, exactly. So this is the topic that we want to bring today because respecting others' reality means that each of us is living an experience and that no matter what the others do or what I do, because I also, when we talk about respect, I also need to respect my choices and the way I see life. And say, even if others don't want me to do it this way, I can say, but it's my choice and I'm asking respect because I want to do it this way and experience it this way and see what happens, see the results on my own, not because others want me to do it this way. So you will be respecting yourself when you say yes to what you want, not to what others want you to do or think that you should do.
You are respecting and honoring yourself.
Yes.
And that's very important.
Yes,
You know,
exactly. Yes, yes, beautiful. So, before we go to the book, we want to say that when we don't practice this respect, we are excluding,
mm, mm,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
we
we are
are.
rejecting what the other think or act or do or I don't agree. So I'm disrespecting. So I'm pretty much that disrespect is like I'm rejecting you. And so I'm excluding you.
Right.
And I'm excluding your experience. And that cannot be possible.
Right.
So watch out.
Be careful.
Be careful with that.
Observe
Yes.
yourself.
Self
Yeah.
observation is key in this work. Okay. So for the ones following the book, we are on page number 71. And let's continue. It says this: rejection is a form of exclusion because when we don't like something or someone, we tend to put it outside of our circle, and that creates exclusion. Do this sound familiar? Mhm, mhm. I do not like you because you don't do it as I want. You don't love me as I need. You don't meet my mental and emotional expectations. See, so it's like, okay, I like you if you um meet my expectations, for example, but if you don't, oh no, then I don't like you. So where is the respect in this case, for example?
It is just a condition, and we just do it automatically, that we set expectations on people.
Yes.
And we try, like I said to myself, okay, I'm not going to expect any, but you just do, so it's just important to just be mindful of that. Don't
Yes.
expect anything from people. Let
Yes.
them surprise you.
Yes, so I like that. Not expectations is the word.
Yeah.
Because when we let go of expectations, then we are really respecting.
Mhm.
Respecting others' realities, others' perspectives, others' destinies, others' choices, others' ideas, others' thoughts. And that's the beauty of it,
Yeah.
that we all get to experience something and we from outside of that reality get to see what the other one is creating. It's actually giving us a possibility to see the world different than the way we are living it.
Yes. I know I say that to my children at times. Like when things are happening, I go, well, you're choosing that. Let's observe it. They sometimes they look at me a little weird, but I just started, I'm respecting myself
Mhm.
now that I understand the power of respect, by letting my children see exactly how I am, how I feel, with no more hiding. Let
Mhm.
them see mom. So yes, I speak at a different language from maybe a lot of people, but that's how I speak to them. And it's really interesting to see them look at me and say, "Oh, okay, mom." But I'm proud of myself. I am doing that.
I am proud of yourself too, Janet. You're doing amazing. I so love it. Yeah, probably all of these perspectives that we are putting out here are, let's say, out of the box.
Mhm.
We are taking you in this journey out of the box in all ways. I'm sorry. I don't want to say sorry, but yes, I
And we do it by choice. We want to do that.
yes, exactly. It's a choice, but once you get to amplify your mind and your consciousness, you'll be so thankful to see life this way, from this other side, from the green side, let's say, from the green side,
Yeah.
because you will be more at peace with whatever happens in the world, not only with your family, with your partner, with your friends, with your at work, but also what with what you see in the news, with what you see that is happening in the world, you'll be able to elaborate mejor, like mejor. You will be able to elaborate better. I said that in Spanish. It just switched.
You know, we are
It
bilingual.
switched.
We're bilingual. We do that.
I was speaking Spanglish. I'm sorry. I switched immediately because I saw someone wrote something in Spanish, so I switched right away.
See, conditioning right away. That was her first language.
Yes, that was my first language, by the way. All right, so let's continue. It says this. Let's keep digging to see where these exclusions might come from. Let's talk about sociocultural and religious beliefs. When you see something different from what you are used to seeing in the world, there is a tendency for rejection. Just take that. We are so used to things that put us in this zone of, oh, that's it. So I feel comfortable with it. If someone comes to be different, then it takes me out of my zone, that what people call comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
And that triggers me. It's like, oh, no, I don't want to try that. And you see it, it says here, social culture, social cultural and religious. And so how many of those are limiting your possibilities to try something different, for example, to see life differently, to see even God differently? See, if we talk about religious, many of these beliefs have a tendency to see God in different ways, or what should be right to find God. And so maybe it's like limiting your possibility to find God somewhere else, maybe within, or just a different perspective to meet who God could be for you. Or if we talk about social cultural, it can keep us away from maybe experiencing traveling.
Right. I was going to say other countries.
Other countries, other cultures, other languages. Sometimes people is like, oh, but I only need English because everybody speaks English, but maybe not, right? So we also need to open ourselves to experience more, to be able to embrace life.
Yes.
Embrace everything that is.
There's so much out there. There's so much. And why not enjoy it? We came to live the experience. So let's definitely live it.
And when we talk about embrace, it's embrace it all.
All of it.
Not only what we see that is beautiful, but also what we see out there that
we were conditioned to look as bad.
Yes, that we
not beautiful.
Exactly. We were conditioned to believe that it's not. And maybe it's not right or wrong. It's just an experience of someone else experiencing something that can be hurting all of these projections that we are, all of these holograms that seem to be real but are not, because we are living a reality that is actually a dream. But we're not gonna go there. I'm not gonna get you confused. Come on, let's continue.
Take you down that rabbit hole.
Let's continue with the book so we can go we're not gonna go to another dimension because we don't want to scare you at the beginning. We want you
Yeah.
to just
Like,
flow with
because
us.
Christina, there is.
No such thing as a stranger, only a friend I have not met. Yes, how
Very beautiful
beautiful.
said. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, how beautiful. Thank you, Christine. That's so beautiful. There is no such thing as a stranger, only a friend I have not met.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so perfect
Yeah.
with what we are talking about
Mhm.
today. Yes, yes. All right, so let's continue. Each of us has created our own world of perspectives. So when other worlds don't align with ours, we tend to exclude them. Often we forget that we all have the right to create our own reality. Each of us has the right to create our own reality.
Yeah. If you don't like what your experience is, you change it.
Change it. As simple as
Very
that.
simple.
If
Yeah.
you don't like the person that you are married at this moment, well, redesign that. Change it. Not change the person, just change your status. Go single for a while and then give yourself the chance to maybe meet your internal partner, and then maybe eventually you can find the one that is more connected to you. Who knows? It's just all based on experience, information, and as you say, try and learn and try again until you really find what you want to experience the way you want it.
And the person that you might not like at the moment, they are telling you what you don't want, so that like that you go ahead and get what you do want. And when you are true to you, um all your relationship will be true to you, including the partners.
Yes. So you are the owner
Hmm.
of your own reality.
These people from the old books, they always said it.
Yes.
You are the master of your figment, master of your faith.
You're the master of your own, yeah,
Yeah, you're
of
master
your world.
of your world.
To
We
create it.
forget that.
Yes, very often.
And I forget it all the time. I have to
Mhm.
be reminded.
Yes, and we have to keep reminding ourselves that
Sometimes out loud.
definitely.
I am the
Yes,
master of my faith, Maya.
you are,
Thank you.
Janet.
So are you.
Thank you, I am. So the way people see, think, and live their life is as valid as ours.
Hmm. Now that's a toughie one.
Janet.
Because what if I don't like the way?
Yes, well,
But this is why we're here.
that's what we are here for, to change that and to say, okay, I
Okay.
can deal with what you are choosing to
Yeah.
experience. Why not? It's not interfering in mine. Unless it's interfering in mine, then I can say, well, it goes over my limits because I cannot go beyond. So I'm going to put a healthy boundary, no, for you not to get into my world because I still cannot process the way you are seeing life.
And you see how easy you get triggered? Because when she said that, I got triggered. I'm like, but it's not easy. Like I got, meanwhile, I've done a lot of work, but still, you
Mm-hmm.
see? So it's a matter of then re-observing and continuing, because it's
Yes,
not about redoing. We're already perfect. We just continue.
exactly.
Yes,
Beautiful. And also validating
yes, yes.
others' choices. That's very important.
Essential.
Validating others' choices,
What it,
no matter if,
what? No matter what.
no matter what. Yes, it's just what it is. So we are embracing really reality as it is, and that's a work. That's work.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yes.
But it's the good work.
Yes, it is. Many times we expect others to perceive us as we want, but things don't work like that. Therefore, our perceptions are the ones that separate us.
That one is one that we have to take a deep breath because perception, wow, that's one thing.
Yes. So is our perception the one that is separating us from the others? It's not that the other one is rejecting you or excluding you, it's you excluding yourself because you don't agree with the perception of others.
Hmm.
So that's how we create this separation
Mm-hmm.
and this exclusion, and it's all in the mind. We haven't been able to let go of the perceptions to finally get to see with the reality of the spirit, which in that reality, in another level of consciousness, there is no separation. There is no
Right.
such thing. So we humans are still working on it. And that's what we are here for, to give you a reminder, because we are all working on the same thing.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So it says here, we exclude others and we exclude ourselves all the time. Yes,
Yes, we do.
yes, we do. The inclusion has to do with the acceptance of what is. It is to recognize and respect others' reality, their choices and destiny, whatever it is.
Yes.
So imagine if we all thought the same. Life wouldn't have no excitement,
Right?
right?
We don't
Yes.
want we don't want a boring life. We
No.
we like the drama.
We like the drama. We
It
actually
helps us
like,
grow.
of course. See, it has different flavors.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we wouldn't agree, if we all agree on the same, like, yeah, there's only beauty. We only want beauty, so we only get to see beauty. We'll get bored.
Yeah, I'm like, what's the fun in that?
No, nothing. But we'll
You know,
get bored.
sometimes you and I sit down with T. Well, let's talk about what's going on. What's
Yes.
happening? And we enjoy the drama.
So tell me something that is strange, let's say, or weird, or is gonna take me out of my comfort zone so I can get out of my la la land and come down and see, oh, that's strange, or that's different, or how come that happened, you know? And that is experiencing and getting to see that life is made of that different colors, tones, flavors,
Yeah.
textures,
Right. Like
all of it.
the last drama I had,
Mhm.
you were able to help me see a perspective that I have never had seen.
Mhm.
So you see, it served the purpose. Right?
When was that?
The one with the cat and the snake.
That's right. Yes. Yes, that's an interesting one. Yeah, everything in life is speaking, by the way. So if you have a pet that is showing you something, the pet is just giving you
It's
some
speaking.
information that you must see, because everything is speaking.
Everything is speaking.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you ask questions, it's like, oh, so what is that means? Then look at your surrounding, because the answer is there for you.
It's always inside of you.
Yes, yes. Inclusion allows us to be connected to life, free of expectations and belonging. So the only way we really can get to connect to life is by accepting everything that is.
Loving what is. I love
Loving
saying that
what
to
is.
myself all the time.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And so inclusion, remember that we are talking about inclusion here, and that is a step to create order, internal order. If we don't include, when we talk about inclusion, if you don't get to include everything that is, then we still creating this sort of disorder in life, because we are, through each of us, as much as each of us gets to create inclusion, then we get to create order in life, because everything belongs. When I say everything, is everything. Hmm?
Like I said, it is what it is.
It is what it
Everything.
is. So to experience this, we must go beyond understanding these concepts. We must feel them energetically with sincerity in our heart.
And that's key.
Yes.
Sincerity
In
in your heart. And like, especially when you want to manifest, sincerity in your heart. That's the key.
That's the key. If you at certain point says, I don't like it, but I accept it, that is a sort of an inclusion because you are saying it with sincerity.
Mm-hmm.
But when it depends on the tone because,
Right.
Okay, then you can do it. I accept it. So you're really not. You're just saying it with words, thinking that you are creating order by just understanding or saying it this way. But truly in your heart, you're not feeling it.
Right.
So you are really not creating the inclusion. See, makes sense? Makes sense? Christine says,
She felt, yeah.
I'm the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul, as you also the master of your fate and captain of your soul.
Yes, those are exactly the ways. Thank you so much, Christine, for putting it there.
Yes.
I would say that to yourself every day.
Yes, how beautiful. So let's repeat it. I'm the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul, as you also are the master of your fate and captain of your soul.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. So when you feel the inclusion, remember that all this work of family constellations that we are doing here is about feeling. If you don't feel it, then it's not happening. I'm repeating this. If you're not feeling it, it's not happening, even though you understand it.
Everything's about the heart.
Everything is about the heart
and the emotions.
Whether because when you feel the inclusion, whether because you feel included or because you created inclusion with others, we let go of the control of wanting to change others' reality and we surrender to what it was, what is, and what will be. And I want to expand a little bit on this one because we have also a tendency to complain about the past that cannot change. Oh, but my parents should have done this. They should have. They could have. But they didn't.
We have to get rid of all the should have, could have, right? And there's one more.
Yeah, I forgot the other one.
But yeah, but you guys got our drift.
Yes, because
would have, could have, would have, should have.
Yes, exactly.
Out of your vocabulary.
Out of our vocabulary, exactly. Because see, we are not respecting the destiny of life when we don't accept the past as it was.
It had to be lived like that.
Yes. And if it wasn't like that, then we wouldn't be taking a step forward to change that. So we should be thankful and honoring the past and the destiny of the past and the destiny of our ancestors' past.
Mm-hmm.
And when we get to honor that and to embrace it, then we will be able to transcend it, to
and be
change
liberated. There's what you see. It's like the truth will set you free.
Yes. So
definitely. You have that liberation.
Yes. So remember that we need to let go of the control of wanting to change others' reality and surrender to what it was, what is, and what will be. See, sometimes we want things to be different as they are. And like I had a case today, I'm going to talk a little bit about it. And it was this woman who came to Constellate a relationship with her partner. She has a boyfriend, and she came to Constellate thinking that maybe in the constellation he will feel the peace that he needs to feel, so he will connect with her and then they will be, moving forward as a relationship. But the constellation shows something different. And so she could see that this person, this man, has some things to resolve on his own, some issues to resolve on his own, and that he is blocked and that she cannot help him. And he felt judged because she wanted to control that he could change, and I want to help you and I want to give you. So she was trying to interfere And he didn't want that. He didn't ask for help. He didn't want that from her. And so when she did that, she turned around and she kind of like, I don't want to be with you. I want to leave. See what we can create instead of attracting, we repel, we reject the other one because we are not respecting where the other is.
Their process. We have to respect the process.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
so this is all respect
Mhm.
and respecting of what it is. He is not ready because he has some things to heal, and she wants that, but it's not going to be possible. So, it's embracing what it is, surrendering to what it is, and letting go of the control of wanting to change others' realities or perspectives or destinies. And that's what is respect is about.
Yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. So the inclusion expands our consciousness, world, and reality. Otherwise, we limit ourselves to what we see as the only reality, which creates exclusion. If I only think that my world is the only one that is right, then I'm excluding the rest.
Mhm.
And so I'm really excluding myself from the rest. That's what it is. Saying this, inclusion involves acceptance of oneself, others, our family system, and the collective we live in.
Because we are all one. When everything is said and done, we are all one.
Yes. So I'm going to repeat this last phrase. Inclusion involves acceptance of oneself, others, our family system, and the collective we live in. Check. Check your list. Are you really accepting yourself?
Your whole self.
Your whole self for with all. With your light, with your shadow, with everything? Are you really embracing all of it? Integrating all of it within you? Are you also accepting others' reality? Are you accepting the destiny and everything that your family system is showing you?
Mhm.
Your past, their past? Are you really embracing and integrating that? And what about the collective? Are
That's
you
a big one.
accepting the collective as part of you? Check those four.
That's your homework.
That's your homework. Are you really creating inclusion with each of these? Or where are you kind of like limping,
Disconnected, not aligned.
disconnected,
Yeah.
no, not accepting,
Not accepting,
excluding, rejecting, no,
judging.
judging,
All those fun words.
all those fun words, exactly. So that's the homework.
Yeah.
That's the homework. See what of those four am I 100% on each of those, or am I like one of them is harder than the other? Which one?
Yeah. Journal on it.
Yes.
And then share with us next week.
Yes,
We
yes,
definitely want to
yes.
hear.
Mhm. So we're gonna leave it there because that's going to be your homework, and we hope you enjoy this reading. Remember, if you haven't purchased the book,
Yes.
buy
Yes.
the
Tell them where
book.
they can buy it, Maya.
Yes, you can go to alchemyforthesoul.link, which is our website, and which I recommend you to do so because when you buy it through our website, we will give you a bonus of this workbook that is a book of self observations. It's like a self assessment book, like to question yourself, these type of questions that we just did with you.
We totally help you with the question you should ask.
Yes.
So because some they don't come like that because you're not used to it, but the books is really good with that.
Yes, exactly. Or you can go directly to Amazon. We have it in paper version and also in Kindle.
And in Spanish and in English.
And in Spanish and in English. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So please share. Okay.
Give us a like.
Yeah. Give us a like.
Give us a heart.
The heart. Subscribe. Share. All that good stuff because we
Yes.
want to bring this out to the world.
Yes, our intention, our true intention here beyond the book, because I'm not saying no, this is a possibility. It is a possibility that Amazon give us, but it's not about really the finances or the money that can come from the book, because Amazon is just pretty much putting everything out there. It's just Amazon's, right? But it's about information. We are here because of the information of this book, and because we believe that we all have this part of the work to do, and not many know about it.
That is our service to you, and we enjoy
Yes.
it. We love doing it.
Yes, we put our at service when we come
Yes.
here every Friday to share with you this information of an ancestral healing, how you can really transcend the programming of the past that is all connected to our ancestors. Do that part of the work. It is so relevant for you to do that part of the work. If you haven't done that yet, you're still swimming against
The current.
the current.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what you're doing. And by the way, if you are in YouTube, we are inviting you to, we are doing actually 2 free intros on family constellations this month, where we want to talk to people who maybe would like to join our next program. We will start again. I have a training program on family constellations where you can get actually certified in both languages, English and Spanish. And you can take it online, or you can take it also on site. And we are starting again in July. So if this is something that you feel like a call, because it's your soul who actually says, come on, I need to do that. You need to do that part. I want to be free. Please put me there, because this is the part of the work that we still need to do. If you are a coach, a therapist, a healer, a shaman, a psychologist, any sort of worker of light, or any holistic or therapeutic field, this could be a tool that you can add to your toolbox. And for sure, I can assure you that it really will help your clients transcend those conflicts, emotions, limitations that sometimes traditional therapy don't get to the roots, the true roots of conflict that family constellations does. It's a possibility, it's only a possibility that is out there, and we want to share that possibility with you. And so maybe you can do your own work and then facilitate it for others. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So
This is very life transforming. You will see for yourself.
Yes, it is. So we want to invite you. You can visit our website, Systemic Healing Institute.com, where you can see all the modules. We have 8 modules. You can see the dates, you can see the price, you can actually register right there. So that's all
We
wanted
welcome
to
you all.
share.
Yeah. So, like I said, please share, like, all that good stuff, buy the book. And we look forward to seeing you next Friday.
Yes, definitely. We will bring another beautiful topic where we can continue growing and learning and healing and expanding and transcending.
I like calling it juicy topics.
Yes, the juicy topics. Remember, you have a date.
Yes,
with your soul next Friday.
So to dates with our soul.
Yes.
See you next week.
It's a different type of dating.
Yeah, it's the best one ever.
Yes, definitely. So thank you so much for being so present. We see some people on Facebook and on YouTube, and also here on Instagram. We appreciate your presence so much. So please share, give us a like, give us a heart, and mostly we want to send you blessings and
love.
Lots and love. We'll see you next time, next Friday at 8 again.
A date with your soul.
A date with your soul.
Bye-bye.
I embrace that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. And thank you so much.
Yes.